It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. Check it out. We back with the NBA this week. Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul trade. Listen, how does this work out for the Rockets? For the love of sports, let's talk about it.
It happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Crazy, niggas want me to talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. It happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Crazy, niggas want me to talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. It happens, niggas want me to talk about it.
Good stuff. Okay, so first, let me say this. No weekly preview this weekend. I didn't do the weekly preview, but guys, for those of you that know about tennis, that know anything about tennis, it was a huge match at Wembley for the championship. And Roger Federer versus Novak Djokovic. And listen, historical as far as tennis is concerned. They broke two records. The longest match was 4 hours and 48 minutes. They played for 4 hours and 57 minutes. Longest match in Wembley history. Never happened before. That's one thing they broke. Then there was never a match in Wembley history that went to tiebreak. I mean, these guys did not want to lose. Neither of them. Neither of them. They went 12 points in the final set, and then they had to go to tiebreak. Both of them got to 12. It was amazing. And you know, in the end, Novak Djokovic pulled out the win. But it was great, guys. I labeled the live stream the GOAT versus the best because any of you guys that know about tennis, like Federer is he's still playing at high level, so I can't imagine him retiring anytime really soon. But when he does retire, like he's basically the GOAT. He's like an active legend, right? And so, but clearly right now, Novak Djokovic is knocking on the door. He's that guy. And so it's like the GOAT versus the best. And that's what I labeled the live. And let me tell you something. They delivered. They delivered. So enough of that. That's why it was no weekly. It was a 4 hour and something live. It was great. We had a good time. Everybody was there. But anyway, let's talk about this Westbrook thing. Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul trade. We're not gonna focus on the Chris Paul side of it. Guys, 150 words or less. You guys decide the stance that we're gonna take on this. But we're trying to find out was it good for that team and what they're gonna be able to do on the floor, or was it bad? That's what we're focusing on here. The team aspect of it. The trade concerning getting rid of Chris Paul and bringing Russell Westbrook in there. What does this do for the Rockets concerning the trade? And so, guys, remember when you drop your comments for the competition, mastermind competition, it's all about the relevant facts. Now, some people probably put in their comments and they say, well, that's a fact. I put a fact in there. How are they not going to give me points for that? Well, I'll give you an example for this topic right here, right quick. And this is a bonus. I usually don't do this, but I'll do this right now. So here's the thing. If we're talking about what this trade is going to mean for Russell Westbrook providing substance for Houston Rockets on the floor and how this team will produce, and then you put in your comment, well, when you look at the fact that they acquired Russell Westbrook and he had a 4-year, $171 million deal with him, you're not going to get a point for that. Yes, it's a fact. And they took on whatever was left of that contract or what have you, however it works. That's a fact. But what does it have to do with Westbrook being on the floor? That team going to the playoffs. That team getting to the finals. That team doing better. This is what we're trying to figure out here. Is it good for the Rockets or no? Will Mike D'Antoni be able to figure out a way to make these two work together or not? Those are the type of things we need to talk about in those 150 words or less. Or if somebody decides T-Tone Toledo send an audio recording, 30 seconds or less. But this is what we need for the competition, guys. So don't think that my team is, cutting you short and they're not judging you fairly. They're judging you fairly, but it has to be relevant facts, relevant to the discussion. Westbrook, trade to the Rockets. Is this a good thing for what they can do on the floor or not? Is this not a good trade for what they can do on the floor? For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Listen, guys, hit that subscribe, hit that bell icon next to it, and come to Speak Your Mind Sports Talk and have some fun. Peace.
Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Crazy, niggas want me to talk about it.